Today's a pretty big day because we're going to begin in earnest, or continue in earnest, our practice of coexisting with wildlife in the way we gather our food in the ecosystem. And we relate to these beaver who have occupied the pond. You can see their lodge right there. And you can see how they have altered the flows of water and removed trees. You can see a lot of tree stubs over there, and I'll zoom in a bit so you could see. These are all fairly new. Many of them are willow. Some are alder that have been planted in the course of our permaculture establishment. And we do want to remove them because European alder can tend to take over an area, but beavers love them, so they're doing that work for us. So you can see that our pond has expanded. Even the flow of water it's beginning to crest over the far dam of the pond. But the beavers are taking that pretty seriously, and they're doing work to contain the water here. You can see this little tiny dam here, and then another little dam back over in the distance. It's really fascinating to watch them work. And so what we're doing today is we're going to seed wild rice, Manoomin, and see how well the wild rice can do in this newly established flow state. And you can see little streamlets flowing into our ponds here and here, which they have created. And there's also a flow of water here, this little waterfall. Feeding the pond. And wild rice, or Manoomin, loves movement of water. You can also see a cattail layer, which used to mark the edge of the pond, where the edge of the pond used to be. You can see it over there, how the water on the other side of the cattails has expanded. Where they built their lodge used to mark the edge of the pond. So we thought, why not work with them as our family and work with the flows that they've created to grow food, not only for ourselves, but for ducks and for other wildlife. So I'm about to seed wild rice here on the other side of the cattails. They like 2.5-foot depths. They don't compete well with cattails, so I'm going to pitch the seed on the other side of this cattail layer all around the pond. And then later I'll show you how we're planning on adding wapato, or duck potato, arrowhead, to more shallow flows of water that the beavers have established here, which will be really exciting. So we'll have 2 indigenous native food sources, and I'm really excited to see how well the wild rice might do here at Show Farm. And if you see, there's a major stream here feeding down into this small pond, which then feeds into this large pond. So we hope to add some trail cams to show how the beavers are working. They've really spent the summer months this year shaping the pond to their needs, harvesting the foods that they need to overwinter. And we are really looking forward to working with them in a way that expresses cohabitation and the sharing and the familial relationship with this land.